Mike the Ref Maloney, Big Bad Boris on the call here tonight.
Let's go! Let go!
Third! Let the Super Kick Party! Yeah, pay the money for that. No one. And of course, you're gonna get the coffin skin. Hey, yo, 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 and away we go. Happy Saturday night to one and all here, and welcome to the AEW Collision Sidecast here on the Mike the Ref Twitch channel. Unfortunately, tape delayed on YouTube thanks to lovely computers. We will be back to simulcasting both on YouTube and on Twitch this upcoming Wednesday for Dynamite, so all fingers crossed. New computer sitting there waiting to go. I just got to put it together and get it up, everything programmed and loaded up. So, this is going to be a fun episode of Collision here. First of all, welcome everybody. Good to see everybody here. Good to see everybody popping in. We're going to have people popping in and out all night here. Saturday nights are always interesting in terms of what's going to be coming up. But, yeah, we got a very interesting card here tonight. We got the other two qualifiers for the Fatal 4-Way next week to face Kenny Omega. Mark Davis versus Mark Briscoe in a Battle of the Marks, which I'm pretty sure I know why that one's being set up, just so Briscoe can get over. But then on the other side, Shibata versus Ricochet. This one intrigues me a little, because I know Omega wants to face Shibata, but I also know Ricochet wants titles. And it's pretty good to give him a heater after losing to Swerve Strickland at the pay-per-view. So it'll be interesting to see how that one works out. It could go either way. And then you get the rematch, the tag team rematch after what happened just last week with Undisputed Kingdom and FTR. This is the third match of the trilogy, I do believe. So that's how they're setting this up as. I got a feeling we're going to get another match out of this, or we're going to get a turn one way or the other from one of these teams. Probably FTR turning heel. But then as well, we got the, oh my God, please hit me with the chair match with Thunder Rosa taking on Megan Bayne tonight. Is listed on the card as well. So if you remember the last time these two were in a ring together, Megan Bayne was calling Thunder Rosa's bluff of hitting her with a chair, and Thunder Rosa didn't bother. She faked swinging it and just didn't swing it, which has led to a lot of yapping online, which, let's face it, there's a lot of yapping online, period. But it'll be interesting to see how this works out here tonight. So, but yeah, one other piece of big news that came down here. This is going to sort of affect us for next week. So, next week's Collision is actually going to be a part 1, part 2. 1 hour editions on Saturday and Sunday, following the NCAA tournaments, which usually finish up around 9 o'clock. So we're going to be getting 2 late night episodes of Collision here. Now, I don't mind going late for those, but I just need to see if you guys want me to go late for those. Because it'll be a 1 hour show. Rather quick, get in, get out kind of deal. It's going to get a huge following just because it is following up NCAA. And the thing about NCAA versus the All-Star game, I don't think they're going to have as many breaks in between the two. Could be a TNT thing, but it might not be at this case, but we'll see. But, yeah, overall, it'll be interesting to see how they work things out and how they're going to announce this. We also got word today from WWE that Survivor Series is most likely going to be in San Diego, which will be interesting for Rey Mysterio, see how he's going to be featured on the show. Because I'm assuming that's going to be a 4-match card again with 2 War Games matches and 2 other matches. Maybe 3. As we hop into Collision right now. Honestly, I thought he was wearing like one of those Ruski hats there for a second, the way that it forms on his head. Ha! Shibata's response was priceless. Shut up, Baldy. What are these backgrounds for this? I always love these opening promos like this. Is Cole going to be here tonight? That's the question. They got cut off a little bit too quick, but that's okay. I don't mind this. Have the nice little promos to start off the show again. Gives anybody who hasn't watched last week, gives them an opportunity to see what's going on. Just quickly, bing bang, let's go. But yeah, just wonder if they're going to change the announcement anytime, or the opening intro. I like how it is, though. Just straight up. They are really getting these three-sided venues down cold, aren't they? Like, just the way that the whole venue's set up, it actually looks pretty awesome here. So we'll hear from Swerve. Probably hear from MJF. Nope. We'll see who else we're going to hear from tonight, just because right now they only have 4 matches scheduled from what I've heard. We'll hear from Toni Storm, who got ripped by Megan Bayne, which I'm assuming Tony's going to have a response after her match with Thunder Rosa. I'd love to see Davis win this, but it almost feels like Briscoe is a given. They're doing this first? Shibata and Ricochet right off the bat. Let's go. Back to his red cape again since he doesn't have the robe. See, Ricochet has the unfair advantage of the fact he's actually home. Because he is from, well, he resides now in Las Vegas. So, yeah, I'm really loving these three-sided venues. Three-sided venues, and they're getting the camera work down a lot better now. By the way, how you doing tonight, Nats? Hope everything's going well. Get a chance to get a few hacks in with MLB The Show yet? Or are you waiting for the regular brand? Or I love the fact that our biggest match, you get the regular version? Okay, so you're going to see it on Tuesday. There's a lot of games and a lot of sports coming down this week. Like we got, between Collision, we got WWE coming out 2 days ago, or yesterday, sorry. We got MLB coming out on Tuesday, Expedition 33 coming out on Tuesday. If you haven't seen it, Final Fantasy type game with a very unique art style and it looks really cool. The best way to play it. Just looks really cool. Plus, right now, we got the NCAA tournament. We got the lot of tight games going into playoffs here for both for both NHL and NBA. Hell, if you're a lacrosse fan, this season's almost ending soon. And then once again, just as I was mentioning in the pre-show here, we got a bit of a conundrum next week. If you haven't heard, they are adjusting Collision for next week due to the NCAA playoffs on TNT. Rather than having a regular 2-hour show after the tournament, they're doing 2 1-hour shows, one on Saturday, one on Sunday, which actually might work out okay. We'll have to see how things go here, but also the fact you're not going into midnight trying to watch wrestling. It's a repeat of Rampage, right? The fastest hour in professional wrestling. In your opinion? They could air it. Well, they can air it on Max. That's the thing, and I can tell you why exactly why they couldn't do that. It's because of suckers like me who live in Canada. We don't have the ability to get Max up here. So the international providers need some time that you can put it on TV. And also the thing that's an advantage of it, and I agree with you, like it's going to piss a lot of people off that you're not on your regular time. But the one thing it will... Do they show the tournament in Canada? Yes, on a different channel. On TSN. TV rights don't change. Like I think in England they got different ones as well, and everything's all over the place. So, that's what happens when you got a Saturday show, and they only have a couple days a year that they do this. Plus, you also got to remember this is the last year of the All-Star Game, so they're not going to be doing that anymore. I'll be honest, I will take a Collision after NCAA game. Yeah, the MLB playoffs too. Yeah, I forgot about those. I don't know how much they affected us though. Because more often than not, TNT and TBS get like the 1 o'clock starts. All the crappy games that nobody really wants to watch, like the Blue Jays. Slam Dunk Saturday, coast to coast, 9 o'clock. They got Slam Dunk Sunday. Slam Dunk Saturday, Slam Dunk Sunday. I like the name for it. If the Jays are smart, they'd find a trade for Vlad to get most of his right. Who knows? I've been dealing with this team like ever since Kelly Gruber and Tom Henke were notable players. This management group does not know what to do. They know how to fluke out into different scenarios. But yeah, they're not very smart. That's the best way to put it. I think you can find some GMs on franchise mode that are a lot smarter than that. Even Mills trying to take care of Chicago the way that he has the last couple days probably would do a better job with the Jays. I do love the fact that everybody who's playing franchise mode is trying to sign Vladdy right now. Just to piss everybody off in real life. Ugh. But yeah, just a special programming note from us. We're going to be here tomorrow night, about 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Mountain here. We're going to be back with MLB The Show. I do have a quote-unquote affinity team that we're going to be running. All the team affinities, I don't know if you've seen how much you've seen about it, but the affinity program runs a little different this year compared to last year. So I've actually spent some time last night after stream, and that's the reason why we're not doing WWE, one of them. Basically, you have to grind out your players from associated teams to rank everything up to get better players to get your team captains for each one. So I spent an hour last night getting the initial players for every team in the American League. So I formed a team out of those, and we're going to get into some conquests, probably lose a whole lot, but get aggressive, try to get that XP done, and see if we can get some team captains before we're done here with the AL tomorrow. So we'll probably do a whole bunch of conquest stuff. Looking maybe next week or a week after, we might start getting involved a little bit more in the online version of the game. But for right now, let's grind the offline. Let's get as many cards as we can here. Because the closer we get to getting affinity done, the better off we're going to be. Because I was looking over everything. To finish off the affinity program, you actually have to get all 40 players, and I got about a quarter of them so far. I just love how, by the way, back to wrestling here, I love how Collision just puts the best match on first. Like, he almost realizes that people are going to go out. People need an excuse to stay in, so you put your best match first. That way you don't have to worry about it. I love this crowd. Collision's a better show? In many ways it is. It's all based on what you enjoy. Like, if you're a real hardcore wrestling, this is the one to do. If you're a little bit more storylines, building, stuff like that, Dynamite's your thing. Ricochet. Ricochet, you might not want to be involved in this. To cap it off, you really like Tony. I think Tony and Nigel, without anybody extra, works out well. Oh, he brought out the Von Erich Claw. That's right. He was teaching with the Von Erichs. That's the way to change a match around. Oh, what a B move there. What a B move. Bold, 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 bold. It's like punching a man with glasses. Shut up, Nigel. No, it's been a real good night of wrestling. You got this, and you also got Maple Leaf Pro going on right now. Shout out to Zoe Sager, who put on a hell of an effort here in night one. Ended up losing to Kylie Ray in the quarterfinals of the tournament. No, Jesus. Ricochet tried to stand up and just ain't getting there. So they're doing 2 double tapings in the next 2 weeks here, so. Which makes sense because we are literally, we're 3 weeks away from the pay-per-view, right? From Dynasty, so. Catch AT and ASA. No, I was on here. I was playing MLB. Actually, Nick sent his stream over to me after Sacrifice was done. So, I'll be honest, once Tessa showed up there, and the fact that what they're doing with AJ Francis and Tessa Blanchard, some of the stuff during the show, I just could not be bothered. I love work texts at like 6:30 at night. Just tell me to do stuff when I get to work tomorrow. I'm like, why don't you tell me tomorrow morning like everybody else? I love that shooting star press out of Ricochet here. This venue sounds like it echoes a lot. See, I like it that it gets more talent jobs and keeps them doing what they do, but I agree with you as well. I just get to let them do what they're going to do. I don't mind. I'm never going to put it against the promotion from working. Because it's people are going to watch, right? And I'll never blame somebody for watching X or Y product. I will not say you're a horrible person for watching X or Y product. It's just something I won't watch, so just don't ask me. And the funny part is, it's more accessible to me than ever. It's like locally here, we got a local promotion here that basically develops athletes, and it's a bit of a scam how they... Gotta get that last second cheating in. Gotta get a last second cheating. It's Rick Knox. He ain't gonna see shizen. No matter what. So we'll just... Another thing is wrestling is on every day. I just don't have time to watch everything. Likewise, like... I'm streaming, what, 4 days a week? Yeah, right now I'm at 4 days a week. We possibly could be going up to 5 soon. Plus, I got to edit videos. Plus, I got to keep track of certain stuff. Plus, I got to enjoy myself a little bit too. So, that's the biggest problem right now is the fact that, there's just so much going on and there's just not enough time in the world. That's why WWE's helping TNA, because... If they could take up another day that you could use to watch AEW, then why would we, anybody that tells me that they're not actually trying to do something, you're just kidding yourselves at this point. Especially when they put Evolve on the exact same time as Dynamite now. So Kenny's trying to push it. I like that, but watch the short version on YouTube. Exactly. I'll just give you it. So we got 2 Americans, a Canadian. I hope we get it Australia just for the fact that we could have some international flavor. But the Murder Machines are killing. Okay. Why do you have Bandito in that bunch? It looked like it was Bandito, or is that Serpentico? I'm guessing it was Serpentico just because they don't want to put Bandito in that spot. Serpentico and 2 other local wrestlers. But I sincerely hope that Bandito finally takes care of Jericho here in this feud. I know they wanted to finish this off earlier, but unfortunately a little concussion sort of had something to do with it. Self-concussion on your first move back is not a good thing. Oh, you just saw the chop there? Yeah. But I want to say good on to Axiom, who got a chance to wrestle in front of his home country against Gunther yesterday on SmackDown. And sorry to all the Americans who had to wait all the way till regular time to watch it. Apparently it was available right in the afternoon, so gave me an excuse not to watch it at all because, frankly, I was at work. So I guess Serena and Giselle put on a banger on Maple Leaf tonight. Just saw the post from Nick. Want to give a shout out to Nick once again. Just hope he's doing well just because I know that he canceled stream tonight for the Maple Leaf Pro watch-along just because people feel a little out of energy. And I'll be honest, I am too. It's been a few long nights here going in a row. Ever since staying up late to set up MLB The Show on Thursday. Just been, you don't want to burn the candle at both ends too much here. That's part of the reason why we canceled the WWE 2K25 part of the stream tonight. So right after we're done tonight here, we're going to be rating out and we'll pick things up tomorrow with MLB. The other part is I want to make sure when you guys get a chance to watch WWE, you get to watch it on the best settings possible. And unfortunately, I can't do that with this computer right now, so I'll be, after stream tomorrow, I will start putting my other computer together, so. Oh, and before I forget, I want to shout out, I got to give a shout out to the birthday boy here tonight. Mr. MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, just got the shirts in yesterday. That's MJF versus Kazuya from Tekken 8. I'll make sure I have the shirts on a little later on, but definitely wanted to check out. It was between this and the Indy Hartwell shirt, because she's taking on Mercedes Moné tonight in House of Glory, I do believe. I really do hope that that's a preview of how we can see at AEW. So good for Hartwell. Yeah, she's won a title in Australia. She's wrestling Mercedes tonight. Oh. By God. Again? Are you sure about that? She's got a weird look on her face here. She using the title belt for a cold compress. Yeah, there definitely isn't someone like that. Is Powerhouse doing a 3-on-1? Coming through the crowd. The People's Champ, Powerhouse Hobbs. This man has got such a golden ticket written for him. Or does he have a two tag partners? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Griff. Yeah, Griff's a dead man. So Jack Jameson didn't know Griff was still... He's mostly used in Ring of Honor right now. His partner is actually injured. He was teaming up... I forget who he was teaming up with. He was with Maria as a manager, but she's gone now officially. But the frat house looks like it's Preston Vance, Jack Jameson, and Griff Garrison. And Jack Jameson moved from there because I think it was Bear Boulder. One of the Boulder brothers ended up beating up his girlfriend and going to jail. Of course, that wasn't openly advertised. And that's why he's a manager, folks. Yeah, you're done. Griff didn't realize that he was supposed to just get caught and spy busted. Good thing Powerhouse adjusted. Jack Jameson, but he's supposed to be Jacked Jameson with an ED for his first name. I think he's probably got a bit of an ED based on the physique that he has. Oh, and here come the Outrunners. Finally going to try to get some momentum back here. Yeah, they're going to have to build themselves back up after that loss because no shame in losing to the Hurt Business, or the Hurt Syndicate, sorry. There's a trio I wouldn't mind. Yeah, what, Powerhouse, took 3 minutes there? It sucks that, the Outrunners just couldn't live off the momentum. They couldn't set up the momentum properly. All right, Lexi. Oh, here we go.
Given everything that's happened between you and Megan Bain these last few weeks, you've mentioned her lack of respect for the women's locker room. How does this affect you heading into your match with her tonight?
You know what this business is built on? It's built on respect. And there's some women here that think they're too big and too pretty or maybe too good to come and respect the people that lay themselves for this business, for AEW. Yes, Megan, I'm talking to you. I'm so sick and tired of you disrespecting me, disrespecting Chris Statlander. And let's talk about what you did to Tony Storm last Wednesday. You don't do that to our champion. And guess what? La Thunderosa, la Mera Mera has bigger ovaries than your friend Sale. So tonight, I'm gonna teach you a lesson of respect.
Well, that's how you fix the minute of respect. That was a bit of a thud. I'm glad Lexi's safe, though, after that. Gotta love the entrance music. Sounds like somebody gargling a fart. Literally, it sounds like he's gargling a fart. This will be a fun match, though. Davis does know how to work. It's just he's been unlucky with injuries. And, well, Briscoe is just Briscoe. We didn't get any extra words of wisdom tonight outside the opening promo. I still say the line of the night so far tonight has been Shut Up Dummy. Thanks to Siri and Shibata there. Or Shut Up Baldy, sorry. But I wonder if we're going to get a replacement for Thunder Rosa. Remember, Mark Davis was considered better than Fletcher at NJPW? The main reason why he was considered better, in New Japan, they really take seniority into a factor there. And, well, I think Fletcher's, 21, 22? I believe Davis is like 28. 28, 29, somewhere there. Did we just see the Craig kick? And in many ways, I don't mind Mark. Mark's style's a little bit different than Fletcher. That's why you can't really compare the two. Who's better? Well, you look at what's going on here. There's a potential that could be either way, right? That redneck kung fu. Every time that Briscoe gets a little bit of advantage, Davis just slows it down and makes it perfect. Takes seniority wrestlers besides OG Bullet Club and Ospreay. But seriously, like, well, how long was Omega and the Bucks considered junior tag teams? Or junior singles, junior heavyweight champ? It took a ton for Omega to break through that ceiling to get up to be in the heavyweight division. It's a lot less defined now compared to what it was, but at the same time, oh, there's the argument over the chair, and now Davis is going to take control here. I like these little old tropes that they're using here. The hell? That chair's going to slip, and he's going to break his neck. All right, well, maybe not. Except we're going to go picture in picture again, so I got to mute it again. Now, Briscoe's always been getting shot after shot here at these mid-card titles. It just is kept selling short. I'd like to see him get a title that isn't an ROH title for once. But at the same time, if you do the face heel math, right now for the Fatal 4-Way, we got Speedball, who I assume is going to be a face. You got Orange Cassidy, which is guaranteed to be a face. You got Ricochet, who is a complete prick. And while in that says, what we got here? Ooh. Hologram and Top Flight versus Shade Taylor Promotions. Okay, I can see that. Sucks his brother never got on AEW TV before passing. That's the executive's fault. That's the AEW, well, that's the Warner Brother executive's fault. If you haven't heard that story behind it. And if you haven't heard, I think it was like 2012. Jay Briscoe ended up making some those tweets. Yeah, they're just executives still, like, Briscoe's done a complete cleansing of all that from, and everybody loves the guy so much, and all of a sudden this one executive walks in and says, no, like, we can't do it still. It sucks that it takes Jay passing for Mark to be on TV. But he has kept to his promise. He will never do a 2-on-2 tag team ever again. Meanwhile, they air Power Slap on the network. Yeah, well. Unfortunately, this is giving out money versus taking in money. Because I'll guarantee you that UFC was paying them to put Power Slap on the network. There was no way that was the other way around. Because basically when it comes to TV, there's two different ways you could do it. You could either have the network's going to pay you for the footage to get product out there for them, or else you're going to buy time from them. And I got to feel that's what Power Slap did. Well, at least until ESPN got a part of it. Nigel. Gonna bite him with his tooth. I'll just steals a rip shot for that. I'd love it to see it be Briscoe. I gotta think it's gonna be Davis, but either way. Yeah, Davis could unload some shots, that's for damn sure. Jesus. This match just started to pick up a gear here. Very smart move there for Briscoe switching over to kicks. There's a little chicken wing shot right there, a little chicken wing fist. And a lariat doesn't do it. Davis almost reminds me a little bit of Bruiser Brody if he got a haircut. Got a haircut and cleaned up his gear. Is he going to try and take him up? I understand you're a former ROH World Champion, but Jesus, that doesn't look right. Eesh. And that knee just, oy. I love how Mark just literally just sat down right there. So now that it goes to the outside, it's definitely got to be Briscoe's advantage here. Take a Mafia boot. Blockbuster on the outside. Take the count out, man. That's all you need. You just got to win to move on. Oh, the cactus elbow. Gotta say, they're telling a hell of a good story here. Looks like it might be getting close to the end, but... Oh, there's a lariat. Now, if you're going to take a guy down like Davis, just keep him down. Fisherman Buster. It almost looked like Davis forgot to kick out there for a second. Is he actually calling for the J Driller on a guy like Davis? Good luck trying to get him up. Yeah. Hey, PJC. Yeah, no, it's just Pepsi tonight. I'm keeping it a little clean tonight. A little bit of tiredness today, so been a couple nights of MLB The Show of grounded down a little bit, so just taking her easy. Can't beat the classics, no. Also can't beat what's cheap. But yeah, having a hell of a fun night here. Just check it out. Like, Ricochet already defeated Shibata with the fleet on the ropes. We had Powerhouse Hobbs kill Griff Garrison in about 2 minutes. Now we got Jay Briscoe taking on, or Mark Briscoe taking on Mark Davis. And more cheating again. Corey Ellis Force. And Davis is moving on. Okay. Like I said, that's what we thought we were going to get. So Davis could be facing Omega at Dynasty. I don't think it's happening. But PJC, I wanted to ask you, how was your first 48 hours with MLB The Show? How you enjoyed it so far? I know we were on stream last night, played a little bit of it. I actually played a little bit after. Cleaned up. I cleaned up the team affiliate moments on the American League side, so I actually have a team that we can use tomorrow night. Because we're going to try to grind those out so that we can get some more cards out of that. Try to get that affiliate program caught up a little bit. So they're going to Philly for Dynasty. That's actually be a pretty good choice. I wonder if they're going to get a similar crowd to what they did in LA, though. Because Dynasty isn't really one of the big four for them. It's been all in. all in, double or nothing, Revolution in full gear. It's not too bad. I really like the Diamond Quest, but the pitch seems to be jank this year. Feel the ball is floating in on Veteran. Yeah, it's been weird because, like, I'm on dynamic hitting right now, so they're basically just trying to figure out where I'm at. And they got me somewhere between Veteran and All-Star. The one thing I've done this year to change things up, it actually really helped me last night. By the time I was getting done 24, I used to have my PCI anchored to bottom center and then just react to whatever comes up. I was having a real hard time trying to hit the ball yesterday. So as soon as I got off stream, I actually turned the PCI anchors off altogether. And it seemed like it helped quite a bit. And I'm starting to understand the ambush a lot more and trying to use it to my advantage a little bit more. And it is starting to clue in a little bit. It is helping with my patience too a little bit. Basically, after on the first pitch, if it isn't exactly where you want it, you leave it. But I am starting to react a little better too. Like, I am missing out a few, but like getting my cursor in the right spot. Out of all my pre-order packs, the big pull I got was Will Smith, catcher of the Dodgers. That's it. Which, ironically enough, if I put out my best team, like if you go to your on Diamond Dynasty menu and search your best lineup according to the computer, Will Smith is the only diamond that gets pulled for a gold on the top roster that I have. Because I got a gold Cal Raleigh out of Seattle, and I don't know why. I just keep flipping it. In terms of my two major packs, I picked up Billy Wagner, and I know I'm going to use him in the future, but I was really dumb to start. I picked Vladdy just because it's Vladdy. So, and I also picked Abreu as my first cornerstone card. So right now, I am a little bit overfilled in right field. Just a little bit. What I think I'll probably do is pick Jimenez for my second one. Try and get a pitcher in there just because it might be easier to grind a pitcher out. Who's got all the skulls? Oh. The Murder Machine's taking on everybody they beat up in the back to start the match. Oh, good old Serpentico. I knew it was him. Oh, this is hilarious. This is an absolute destruction of hilarity here. All right, well, there's a minute. I don't know why they just didn't stay out. Well, everybody takes a finisher. You take a finisher and you take a finisher. So are we getting a team out here to fix this? Ever since they lost to the Outrunners for the title shot against... Well, Briscoe's back. But he doesn't tag. This is the weird part. He doesn't tag anymore. Like Briscoe said he would never tag with anybody ever again. Oh, we got Powerhouse coming back. Oh, we got a double set of everybody tonight. So we've seen Powerhouse out twice. See Briscoe out twice. Murder Machine's out twice. Hope everybody's getting double pay out of this. Everybody deserves double pay out of this. Now we're having a battle around the building with the music blaring. Could you imagine those guys fighting down the strip and having a camera crew out there? It'd be great publicity. Like, I think it'd be a little bit more appropriate than the Mariah May attacking Toni Storm at the Queen of the Ring debut. Oh, are they going to show Christian getting screwed? So they're doing Cope. They're doing Cope and Mox again next week. I'll say this before I'll say it again, and I said it in the review that I did just about a week ago here. They really screwed up when it came to putting this match on last. It should have been the first match on the card. Christian's going to screw Cope once again, and they're going to set something up for the pay-per-view, which I'm assuming they're going to set up a final match, Double or Nothing in Vegas. Or not in Vegas, in Phoenix. Think Jay White will screw Copeland? Wouldn't surprise me. I just think somebody will, just to set up some kind of feud. Because Cope never loses clean, ever. Unless it's some kid somewhere. Is he acknowledging his tribal chief there? You know, you gotta get that. But he's so tall he can't lift his finger all the way up in the air. He just... I know what it's for. I just, you know, it's funny to think that way. Be like the extra long storyline of the Bloodline. So it wouldn't surprise me. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it made public. Bald. Bald. Always bring up bald. Everybody's bald. Crowds sort of not in sync the way they should be with these chants, but... He's trying.
to compete for the championship,
It's Vegas. They've been gambling all day.
but to win, you have to be elite. And last year, I was all elite. Last year at Dynasty, I became AEW World Champion.
So do you think they make lightning strike twice here?
126 days.
I think Swerve takes it.
All elite. And it seems the history repeats itself because I will be standing across the ring from the AEW World Champion in 3 weeks. And I will have a chance to lead the Dynasty once again.
This crowd's not trained properly here.
Next week, and
As soon as you bring the mic up to the mouth, you're supposed to shut it.
facing off against Cope for the AEW World Championship once again in a street fight. Funny thing you probably notice about me and Cope, that me and him, we go way back.
And it's funny, the crowd instantly dies when you mention the street fight for Wednesday.
And a couple years ago, he was the man that took me under his wing and taught me what it was like to really seize the opportunity. To put it this way, you don't become dangerous.
Think Christian goes to interfere and Nick Wayne attacks him? Maybe. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see Nick Wayne break off from that group.
And that you taught me a long time ago. Whether you are a challenger, whether you are a champion, you're in my way.
Ooh.
Right now, you're a legend. You're an icon, but you are standing in the way of the future of all elite wrestling, and I will mow you down. Now we have John Moxley,
Everybody's booing Box. I'm surprised they give him that much attention.
a four-time AEW World Champion. You don't become that without being an elite level performer. But John, I used to really think that me and you were cut from the same cloth.
Oh no, we're not caught for the same cloth.
That there's nobody in the back that can hold down the world championship like you can. And I really don't believe you believe what you're saying. I don't believe you believe anything of what you're saying, John. So much that we gotta listen to this dribble every week, night in and night
Oh yeah, the 5-minute promo that nobody wants to listen to. Yeah,
talking in riddle.
not talking about Swerve, talking about Moxley.
But all I see when I look at you, John, is true desperation.
Probably.
And desperation's all you're gonna have to hold on to. Because the captain and the
All right, something's bothering me in that crowd. Is it really that cold that that guy in the orange jacket has to wear a winter jacket right now
3 weeks' time. Dynasty
in Vegas?
Mafia. Whether it's Mox, whether it's Cope, the outcome doesn't matter. The Dynasty era continues. And it is me who's going to bring you back the World Championship. And from this point,
Even the guy in the orange like, look, look, look out. Oh, and he brought a crowbar. The casino he came from could have been cold. The ruptured eardrum he suffered against Ricochet. Yeah, well, Mox is a bit of a maniac.
Consider that a free lesson. Respect won't get you anywhere, Swerve. Swerve, Jay White, all these guys trying to back me into a corner. Copeland, you're all amateurs. Rated R superstar. I hate your guts. I hate what you turned me into. I hate what you've done to me on Wednesday night. It's over. Rated R Superman. Superstar.
At least it's short this time.
Moxley is obviously one step ahead. And there you see Dr. Michael Sampson checking in on Swerve. He's holding on that ear. Stomped him on the head, on the ear, on the eardrum.
Maybe he's got to wear the Kurt Angle headgear, the Olympic headgear.
Tending to Swerve Strickland. We're going to check with Lexi Nair to see on the condition of Thunder Rosa's attack.
All right, is Thunder Rosa going to be able to go, or are we going to get Statlander tonight?
I'm in the trainer's room trying to get
Oh, God.
if Thunder Rosa is physically able to compete tonight in her match against Megan Bayne.
Hey, don't ask her. Anything that has to do with my health, you ask me. And you know what? Megan, I'm not gonna let you bump me tonight.
Because you know what? It is
Oh, a nice little, I don't know if that was a Mexican swear or English swear. Imagine walking down Vegas right now and see Mox cutting a promo. Yeah.
The following trios contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit.
All right. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Hologram and Top Flight as a team. But don't tell me that you got a standby match when you've already advertised it. They advertised it during the last picture-in-picture. And yeah, so don't tell me you have a standby match when you already advertise it. Also, a standby match means it doesn't mean anything. It's another production error. You can never blame the wrestling itself. When it comes to AEW, the wrestling is never the problem, 9 times out of 10. The production is usually it. I am impressed with Sean Dean's machine gun work, because he really looks like he's fired a machine gun with his hand movements, the way it's vibrating around. Oh, goody! The Incredible Bowser Brothers, who now call themselves the Crew. Shade Taylor Promotions, absolutely they do. So is the Crew short for Koopa's Really Ugly? Can't really understand. He should be in the TNT Championship. I don't want to see ROH stars who have a title go for another title in AEW. I want them to focus on that title on AEW or on ROH TV. If you're gonna get that title, if you're gonna get the TNT title to Moriarty, which I think eventually will happen, he's got to drop that pure title. It's Harley Graham. Of course, she wasn't in position ready to go when the camera got on her, but wonder if Harley Graham will try and knock Shane Taylor out. You want to talk about a team that just can't get out of first gear? Top flight. They deserve a little bit more too. Like, I get it. We have enough titles right now, but it almost feels like a junior heavyweight title needs to be put in just because of how top heavy we are for the tag titles right now. It's not like we're using the trios titles for anything, but I as well repurpose them. I also wonder if Claudio Pac and whether you see Claudio Pac and Yuta show up next Wednesday. Nice little double boot action there. Oh, commercial. They ain't paying my bills. They ain't getting no radio advertising out of me. But yeah, it almost feels like we have a definite two-tier system when it comes to the tag titles. Whether you're talking about trios or you're talking about just straight-up titles. Neither trios title at AEW has been treated worthwhile at all. Whether it be Dustin and Dustin and the Von Erichs not defending them ever. Or Claudio Pac and Yuta just showing up every once in a while just to defend them, so. And I think they should scrap it. Either do so. There's a proverbial saying that people say these days. Shit or get off the pot. And it appears that this is a time that, these trios really need to deal with that. If Tony Khan had enough thought to use them, like, he's creating toys that he doesn't necessarily need to use, so. Well, it's always good to have a few extra toys in the chest to play with. You got to make sure that they're well used, or else they're never going to be worth anything. Unless you deal with one of my Funkos over here, and still have them in the boxes yet. One day, I promise, I will get a display and I will get them out. I'll get some proper shelving. I live in an apartment. I don't want to spend any extra money on that. So, eventually I'll get that fixed up, so. This is a nice little match for these guys to do here right now. Now that Thunder Rosa's ribs are taped up like that, I don't see that match going longer than 5 minutes. Just because Megan's going to destroy her, just like a jobber match, basically. Or sorry, an already in the ring match. Then we'll get about 15, 20 minutes for the main event, so. Because, yeah, we still have Undisputed Kingdom versus FTR to main event the show. And tonight they might actually finish on time for once. I know it's hard to believe, but they might actually do it this time. Three weeks to Dynasty. At least we got a little bit of time here to let things breathe a little bit. But next Wednesday, 2 of our men's major matches are going to be settled. We got the 4-way for the international title. Then the winner of Mox Cope is going to be headlining the show with Swerve. I'm assuming at this point. Ooh. This is like a weird romance right now.
Okay, we noticed that Jalisco of LFI is on Spanish commentary. But what does that mean? Let's hear what's going on over there. Jalisco, ¿qué opinas tú de lo que está pasando allá tras bambalinas? Oh, yo no puedo opinar nada porque en eso esta bestia, la verdad es que no está comportando muy gobernable.
Why are you guys even tuning into that? None of us know what he's saying.
Of course I do.
Okay.
Trilingual, I don't know about that. Obviously, Jalisco upset. The Beast Boy has been distracted by Harley Graham.
Okay.
What a fool.
And now it is Darius Martin fist to face.
So Jalisco's pissed that Mortos might have a girlfriend. Oh, that sucked. If you're going to do the Manhattan drop, at least do it on the side so it doesn't look like you're actually missing by 12 feet.
Now spent most of his time on the apron.
Flatliner after the counter, Fury in the cover. 1, 2, go. Only got a 2 count. Each score knows. Well, I don't know.
And loves a woman. Making assumptions.
Blind tag. Not good.
Running European uppercut by Darius. There's Carly Bravo. Here's
Nice. Nice double T by these guys.
beginning this match, but not since then. And right now, the infantry. Hell, they can win this thing right now. 1, 2, go. It was Holler.
Hologram's already in the ring before the referees even start counting.
Coming in illegally, not the legal man in this match now.
This does look like WWE 2K25. So Moriarty's out. Fire that across. Jesus, DDT's himself into the barricade. Oh, Jesus. That wasn't just quick, that was sudden. Except for the fact we didn't get to see what Darius did to Carly there. I think the crew needs to be sent back to the barracks. Jalisco staring down Hologram. So we're going to get a lucha match out of that. There's a lot of good little rivalries going here. Just almost feels like none of them have any significance to what we're going forward with. So yeah, we're going to get Bane and Thunder Rosa coming up next here. Quarter after, we got 45 minutes. I can't see the women getting that much more time. As we're getting the coming soon screen. I do like how they made up an AEW title for Texas that they're giving out during Texas versus Baltimore, I do believe. The week of All In. And Texas did so well where they had the esports center in Arlington where they ran for a month there for Collision and ROH. I wonder what the final number is going to be on the crowd there. To be frank, I really do hope that they get a decent number. I know they've already gotten some decent numbers for it, but just a little bit more, just to clean off the palate and that. But so far tonight's been a lot of fun. Like, there's been a lot of double booking tonight, so makes you wonder how many people were actually available tonight. Like, for example, you got Mercedes Moné. She was at, I think it's House of Glory tonight, taking on Indy Hartwell. You had Serena Deeb put on a great match with Giselle Shaw over at Maple Leaf Pro tonight. Makes you wonder how many other wrestlers were not available to work tonight. Not that they weren't, like Tony Khan's got first right of refusal, but from what we've heard, a lot of the injuries that happened, a lot of people that got banged up during the pay-per-view, which apparently was a lot of them. Like, you notice Tony hasn't really taken much damage either, as she, even though she got beat up last week, or on Wednesday, sorry. It almost feels like nothing, like everything she took felt like something, but it just didn't look like it was a lot of anything. So maybe that was on purpose just because she is injured. Just makes you wonder how long, until we get a solid set of roster here. Because you're not seeing Ospreay for a couple weeks. You might not even see him at the next pay-per-view. Because he really doesn't need to be there. If you saw Ospreay on his X account this week, after he got home, he apparently he cooked his wife a steak. I'm just going to leave that there because I'm not going to explain the rest for anybody else here. Apparently, all's been forgiven in many ways. But yeah, like, a lot of the major players might not even be around for Dynasty. Like, we got Mox and Swerve as our main. We got Omega's going to be there. I'm assuming either against Ricochet, maybe Davis. Most likely Speedball. Just think about this, folks. We got Ricochet and Speedball in the same ring next week. Now we're going to double promos. The Lucha Stars. So, just a heads up for you guys if you're watching this, guys and girls. The Slam Dunk Saturday, Slam Dunk Sunday are going to be 1 hour apiece rather than 2. I'll check in with you guys and see what you think. We might have to skip. I wouldn't think so, but we might have to skip it. Just because of the timing and whatnot of it. But we'll see. Oh, and here comes Megan Bate after, ripping apart Thunder Rosa. And Thunder Rosa's going to try and attack him from behind. It's not going to work. Forgive me 1 sec, chat. Sorry, when When I get tired, I end up getting sick, like getting colds all the time. So that's why we're going to be watching the rest of Collision here together, and then we'll call her a night here. I'll get the editing done while I can relax a little bit here. Probably going to turn it early tonight. Yeah, this is not going to last long thanks to the ribs. Thunder Rosa never lost the title, just remember that. She always tries to tell you whatever possible. Nice little Spitfire moves here. But here's the problem Thunder Rosa has. She can put in like an extra 30 moves. All of a sudden, Megan hits her with one and she's done. Forearms all over the place. And one shoulder tackle just rips her right apart. Oh, April 16th and 17th. That's going to be a special week. That is the week that Dynamite officially takes over more episodes than Nitro. April 16th. We're going to have a small party set up here. We'll have to bring out the party favors, the balloons. Thing is, you don't need brains when you get to bash somebody in like this. And they're going to go to another picture-in-picture again. Well, at least everybody's getting like a good 2 segments for all their matches, right? Except for the already in the ring matches. That's funny. Thunder Rosa rolls into the ring, then rolls out. It's a good story they're telling. Like, just trying to sell the ribs throughout the commercial break. It's actually very smart because it's the one thing that people can see very obviously here. You don't need commentary to help you with that. Thunder Rosa tried to fight back, but just... Once again, it's like 15 steps one way, one knocks you 15 back. One against you knocks you 15 back, so just... I will say this lasted a lot longer than I thought it would, just because of the injury angle. But we'll see what happens here as we go along. She gonna do an F5 into... Oh, I thought she was gonna do an F5 into the post. I would have loved to see that. We haven't seen one of those in a while. I almost feel like I'd like to see Megan Bayne be the one to take somebody, put them on... Like if they're on the stretcher, about to get put on the cart. She grabs the whole person stretchered up and just whacks her in the post, a la Rey Mysterio. But it'd be nice to see what they're going to do to finalize this feud between Bane and Statlander. I know Bane's trying to work with Tony Storm now, so I don't know if they're going to put that feud on hold or they're going to move things around a little bit. I know they're advancing a little. They must be advancing a little bit with Thunder Rosa here tonight, but I'm trying to figure out who. Like, you saw Thunder Rosa have that chair problem 2 weeks ago. Then this week it's Penelope Ford who doesn't know how to hit with a chair. And now just piecing things together.
Program contains scenes with violence and or coarse language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Theater Virgin Hotel for the capacity crowd watching on 3-tier steep.
Like, don't get me wrong, this is a great match, but like, just the way if it was a one-off without any extra situations towards it, it actually does feel like it's a pretty decent match. It's just because of everything that happened before, you gotta have a little bit more to this. Bane is playing the true giant here, and I love it. Nice shotgun drop kick once again. Of course, Thunder Rosa's got to throw in 6 swear words, whether they're English or Hispanic, I'm not sure, but either way. And then one shot to the ribs, once again, just loosens her right up. And they did this spot in Davis and... they did the same spot with Davis and Briscoe. I find it funny that Thunder Rosa's grabbing that gear. It almost feels like, you know, she's almost about to rip it off. It's like, ugh, not on TV. Yeah, no, you're done. I see a splat in your future here, ma'am. Good night. Well, Thunder Rosa's not going to get pinned unless Megan Bane wants it. Or if she does, she gets another F5 right away. Yep, here we go, another one. Hook it up, and another one. Interesting cover. Now, Thunder Rosa gets protected because her tapes are covered. Her ribs covered in tape. Megan Bane dominates again. Thanks for coming, Thunder Rosa. Exactly. Hey, Jay Quick. Good to see you, by the way. But yeah, if you didn't see earlier, Thunder Rosa was trying to do a pre-match interview, and he ended up having and here comes Tony. Megan Bain attacked Thunder Rosa during her preview and just booted her right in the chest. That's why the ribs are broken. Hockey fight! Headbutt didn't do anything. And Tony Storm about to be laid out. Oh, she calls it Fate's Descent. Okay. Now the refs show up.
Helping out the world champion, but Fate's Descent twice here, Nigel. Megan Bain again has shown how domineering, how commanding. Wait a second.
Stats a little late.
Statlander, is that what she's doing now? She's helping out Thunder Rosa first. I can understand that. As the referees are attending to Tony Storm.
Come on. Come on, Stat. Just hit her once. Hit her once. That's all you got to do. Just give her a little smack. There's a lot of people leaving at the same time here right now. Ha! Stat turns to Luther like, you're not the only one that gets to do that. We're getting our quick rundown. We're going to get a 20-minute main event, which I'm really happy about. 4 wrestlers that deserve the spotlight are going to get a little bit of it. But yeah, it's going to be a fun Wednesday. Ooh. Statlander and Bane, they just dropped the match right now. So we're going to get 2 matches set up for Dynasty coming up Wednesday. So we'll have 2 of the 11 already done. And I'm figuring that most of the injuries should be lightened up by then. And I'm assuming Mox is going to beat Cope, so Cope will probably end up getting Christian or maybe Nick Wayne. Oh, next Saturday, Garcia Cole 1-on-1. That could pretty much be the entire hour if they wanted it to. Are you really sure about that, Nigel? Anytime you say you're going to get a clear winner to clear loser, just never works out. I love that Jalisco mask, by the way. This is going to be a fun match for Sunday. So instead of LFG, you can watch LFI. Oh, we got lots of time for promo packages and everything here. Promo packages, entrances. And of course, Cash eats the pin after Dax allows the match to start up. I love these kind of promos. If they could fix the production and everything else, it'd be a great addition here. top guys down. So they're going to give it a full commercial break. All right. Yeah, they're giving it a full commercial break going into the main event, which I actually appreciate. So we'll get into a quick rundown of what we're going to be doing here for the next week as per tradition. First of all, more than anything else, thank you everybody for being here. A little busier night for a lot of people. A lot of people in and out. I know Zodiac's at a hockey game tonight, and a lot of the regulars got stuff to do, and people just popping in saying hello, take it off. Whenever you pop in, I always appreciate having you here. So once again, thank you. I will be back tomorrow night. We're probably looking about 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Mountain. We're going to get back at MLB The Show 25. Got some Team Affinity grinding to do. We've picked up a Team Affinity team. I've done some extra work off stream to get that put together. And then from there, we got... we'll be back on Wednesday. Might have a stream on Tuesday, but more than likely it'll be Wednesday with our AEW Dynamite Sidecast, both simulcast on Twitch and YouTube, because I should have the new computer back up, running, loaded, bearing to go, all the bells and whistles put back in, and hopefully we'll have something put together that looks like a stream. So we're going to be here for that. And then Thursday afternoon, we will be back. We'll probably throw up MLB The Show is probably going to be a thing till the end of the month here, outside of just the regular AEW stuff. The debut of WWE 2K25 will happen on Wednesday after we get the after Dynamite. We'll be able to play around, see what we want to do with it. Try and create some characters. I want to see if I get some information about cross platform when it comes to my GM, because if we can do that, we should have everything set up. I want to wait at least a week before we get into our my GM, because thanks to the Slam Dunk Saturday and Sunday, I don't know exactly what we're going to do right now. Do we watch both? Do we play a little baseball going into Collision? We'll have to see how things go here, and just it's an awkward time next week, and with all the basketball playoffs and whatnot, it's my favorite time of the year for sports, but it wreaks havoc on a schedule. So, because I am a real NCAA fan when it comes to the playoffs, March Madness as they call it. But yeah, just keep me on socials. You'll hear everything what I'm going to do here. After I get off here tonight, I will, as I'm getting the video edited up for YouTube, I will I'll get the schedule updated on the actual Twitch channel. So now Garcia's over with FTR tonight. This is like awkward and more awkward. He's a bandwagon jumper, that's right. So yeah, this is the one we were talking about. Blind tag in. Got the Dragon Tamer for the tap out. Then as soon as he's done, he just walks out of the ring and says, "Screw you, I'm going to go dance to the fans." Miss ring announcer, it's Adam Cole, baby. One thing they are trying to do is try not to have the outsiders included with that.
I'm doing great. Very, very excited for my upcoming TNT title match. So I'm feeling good. Feeling great about Roddy and
best once you're in the ring with me, just like you always are. You keep telling yourself that, baby. Well, 2 weeks ago, there was
This banter's going to be a lot of fun. Trying to hear Cole be a heel on a microphone just while he's trying to promote a match is just so difficult.
to that matchup was a travesty, so we will find out who the better man is if we don't.
Watch Shane Taylor come out and just wreck everything next week.
When Daniel Garcia has, you see Dax on the outside. When Daniel Garcia tags himself in, okay, what was your thoughts on that? You know, I understand why he did what he did, and at the end of the day, we did end up winning that matchup. Right. But to me, it's Danny trying to prove to himself how valuable he is.
I love how twisted turns Cole's using here.
Again, stepping on me, Rocket and Roll, to me is very typical of Danny. Okay. I don't need to prove to myself anything. I have the goal to prove it. I have the credentials to prove it.
The only thing that sucks about this back and forth gab on the desk is it takes away a little bit from this match here because, let's face it, we got two of the best tag teams in the world together here. I'm sure Bobby Fish will disagree about it, but I gotta say simply, where's the lie here?
Restarting the match after as Dax foot was on the bottom rope. I'm glad to hear we saw that. We're going to hear what Kyle
Once again, Cash taking all the beatings, all the abuse.
make it right. So they agreed to the return match. It was a tainted victory, so let's run it back one more time. As you two fellas will certainly do next week on Collision. Well, and listen, at the end of the day, again, Kyle and Roddy are fighters. They are a fighting tag team who want to test themselves 24/7. Again, without question, FTR is ready.
Once again, there is a 10 count supposed to be in the ring for countouts for tag teams. I don't think anybody ever follows it anymore.
They didn't have to ask to restart the match, but they did it because they are fighters. They want to prove that they're the biggest tag team of all time, which they are. They have nothing left to prove, and they're going to prove it again tonight. I think everyone agrees with both of you on that side. To be honest with you, there's a greater conflict between you aside. In your opinions, what makes your team the better team and the more to win here tonight? Well, to me, first of all, starting
Over the top.
that man knows more submissions than
All right, that was awkward as hell.
absolute incredible technician in that ring. Roderick Strong is the most explosive professional wrestler.
So now what are they going to do?
Those two together, when they're on the same page, which they always are, they can't be stopped. You can say what you want about that kind of stuff.
Right to the jaw.
FTR gets the job.
That sucked.
7-star FTR, 7 world titles in their tag team run. Like, you cannot argue that.
Dax took a little bit of a shot to the jaw there as they go.
Credentials that FTR has. The credentials speak for themselves. Well, they get the job done.
Why are you using that camera angle right now? Production, smarten up.
Now FTR have a commanding presence on Roderick Strong.
You're about as focused as these two wrestlers are on the match here right now.
Collision with 16 wins in Collision. Since Collision has been a part of the landscape of pro wrestling, right here on TNT each and every Saturday. We're excited about next week being Saturday and Sunday. What a weekend it's going to be. See, look at the snap that Dax has on everything that he does. That just holds him down. Rod's not going to be able to go nowhere. He does everything with such explosive.
Sorry, Chad, just got to check something here.
I think that's what happened. Listen, FTR is doing a fantastic job of controlling the match, controlling Roddy right now. But again, Roderick Strong's conditioning is unlike anything I've ever seen. He will fight back just like he is right now. Come on, Roddy. They've talked, obviously, I'm sure, to Strong down Roddy before the match.
Ah, okay, that works out.
Kyle prepare for every match the exact same way. That is to get the job done and do their absolute best. Once again, it worked for them the last time they faced FTR. It's going to work for him again. Come on, Roddy. Roddy moves out of the way.
No, sorry about that, chat. I just had my phone, when it's on its side, I get messages pop up at me, and I forgot that my Nintendo Switch Online account renews tonight, so I'm like, I'm paying Nintendo money? What? And of course, Stefan doesn't see the tag. Oh my God. They're trying to do the heart attack, and all Dax is just boom, 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 boom. Because Dax really didn't know where he was supposed to do that. That is hilarious.
Control, but Daniel Garcia, do you think there with the official distracted, was that FTR? Were they trying to distract the official, or was it just serendipity? Was it just good luck?
I don't think it's them trying to distract the official. I don't think FTR needs to distract the official. It just,
What are you talking about? They intentionally did that.
you know everything about that. You took advantage of rules your entire career. If something is going on, why not use it to its full advantage?
The opportunity is there, certainly.
So, production again. Production keeps screwing up again. Ugh. And we still got, what, good 10 minutes left in this matchup yet? I got a feeling we're not going overtime tonight. Which may not be a bad thing just because of the number of matches they had and the fact that pretty much everybody's almost done a double take here tonight. This is one of those, you know, you go to an old school indie card where you have all the wrestlers in singles matches and all of a sudden they do a 10-man tag at the end with everybody involved from early in the night. It almost feels like that's what's going to be coming up next here. Just because we've had Powerhouse Hobbs twice, we had the Murder Machines twice, we had Hologram twice. Thunder Rosa got 3 segments tonight. Tony Storm got a promo and a segment tonight. Megan Bain technically had the two with the attack on one and the match on the other. And then you got Cole and Garcia basically talking about their match rather than watching the match actually in the ring at that point. So, like, not exactly the worst collision tonight. Like, this is a hell of a match that's going on here, regardless of whether commentary's seeing it or not. Then you have the standby match that was announced before. The standby match that was announced 2 matches prior to it happening. So, yeah. Not the best choice in the world for what's going on here. Once again, like, productions, it almost feels like they should be coming back from break, and now they're not. Just the way that the camera's coming in while they're showing the commentary instead of the wrestling and the hot tag. Jesus H. Christ.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Beautiful suplex. There we go, Kyle. Unbelievable. What a roll. Running for a jack.
Basically, I think the AEW production team was hitting the strip before they came on tonight. Like they've been especially bad tonight.
Here we go. Nice, Kyle. Kyle cannot be stopped right now.
Bad camera cuts.
Adam, I know you know how that feels right there. I know how that ankle lock feels.
That's key, Danny. That's key.
I'm sure a lot of people know how that ankle lock feels, but now a roll up and a roll through.
Once again, back into the ankle lock. That is nice.
Fans, we're going to stay with this match as long as
Is that a stain on the back of Roddy's tights, or is that blood? I sure as hell hope it's blood, just for the sake of it.
Stereo ankle lock from the Undisputed Kingdom, but Dax kicking out first.
I think the back of Ronnie's head hit that post. I don't know if that was good. Ronnie,
well, we got blood on the man. I think it's going to
Dax throwing out the headbutt, and now we got...
from Dax. The resilience of FTR is unmatched. They were just both in ankle locks. Kyle O'Reilly came in,
I think it's Dax's chest. That's yeah, there it is. See, and if I show that on a YouTube video, I get demonetized. AEW shows that they get glorified.
Those kicks by O'Reilly are phenomenal. They are with such force.
No way. No. I thought he was going to go over a hammerlock suplex.
Dangerous here on the top.
A headbutt from no. Tag has been made. Dax now the legal man in.
Oh, and now they're going to go for the Steiner Bulldog.
No, come on.
Wow. Nice change of thought there. Nice reversal.
Singling out their opponent, isolating one opponent from his tag team partner, keeping them in one corner, hitting them with a big move. That was so close to getting done.
It's because Roddy's half dead on the other side of the ring. You're not separating anybody.
I've ever known. I've known Kyle for over a decade. He will not stop fighting.
Shadow Machine coming up, maybe. They're in position. No.
There he go, lying in white.
Roddy destroyed it. Hits the ropes.
Kick through the ropes. There it is, Roddy.
Shotgun drop.
There's a tag.
Dax is in, and Dax hits the knee. Another knee. Kitchen sink if you will.
Oh, almost got him there. We're getting close. We only got a few minutes left, but we're probably going to get O'Reilly and Garcia in the ring facing off to end the night. So I got a feeling we're going to have a few more things, but
Listen, Danny, I'll call it like it is, okay? These are two of the most resilient tag teams, two of the best tag teams in the world. All I'm saying is that Kyle O'Reilly and Robert Strong are better, and they will prove that once again tonight.
I'll play down the middle, guys. Just action like this, and you can see.
oh, instead of the kick, they go with a chop. I love it. Love the little reversal there.
Next week, right after the NCAA tournament. Dax now, here we go. Another kitchen sink of the
High-low. Why did you go for the guillotine, Kyle? Shouldn't have went for the guillotine. Just push him out of the ring. Dax bleeding all over the place.
hard-hitting main event. This is what Collision is all about. You see the blood that was trickling down the chest.
I will say this is a hell of a main event.
All 4 men are getting up,
Like for all the snafus we've had tonight,
going at it. Still going at it. Amazing.
this main event will be definitely worth checking out. Like if people are going to ask me what to watch tonight, I'd say Shibata Ricochet was pretty decent. Davis and Briscoe was okay. The finish was horrible.
Dax is in to help matters out, and now the double team missed. Over the top goes Cash. There it is. Shadow Machine on target.
Nope. O'Reilly pulls nice. O'Reilly pulls Dash out. Or Dax out, sorry. This time he actually saw the foot on the rope. Stefan actually watching what's going on tonight. This is a hell of a match here. Just a hell of a finish coming up here. Like, oh, God. Now that they announced that, you know where it's coming. You can wake Roddy up all you want until, you know. It's a hell of a match. It's going to end at a time limit, and we're all going to be pissed.
The former international champion. Nothing wrestling about that. Just straight right hands, a straight right hand, brother. You are right.
It's been fascinating to watch momentum shift back and forth between these two teams constantly.
Speaks to the credibility and the ability
We go for Power and Glory? Yep.
certainly.
Looks like it.
Only one team will leave Las Vegas. But here they go.
No, Ronnie.
They hit this.
You know how this story is.
This is not good. Come on, Ronnie.
Vertical suplex.
Come on, Ronnie.
Slash combination.
Oh, the knee to Dax. Nice reversal. Oh, another. Yeah, I know. This has got to end in a draw, so they got to do it again.
Ain't no way. The limit that these guys push themselves is staggering.
Shatter Machine again. All right. FTR wins it in the end. I'm actually... I don't want to say I'm surprised, but I'm... So what's Cole doing? He's so pissed off he's running away.
Unhappy with the decision there. Great tag team match. AEW.
All right, we're going to... Like I said, we are going to end up with a face-off here to end the night. I almost feel like Cole needs that title now. Garcia's been doing a hell of a job. Dax, are you going to shake hands finally after that? Now they're calling it 1-1. All right, so now they're going to go to that 2 out of 3 falls finale between these two. I'd almost guarantee it at this point, as they're about to fade to black here. But yeah, tonight, I'm not going to say it was a skippable show, but I do think you could watch the short part of the show here tonight, because there wasn't really a whole lot. Like, I'd say maybe half the show was worth checking out. Shibata, Ricochet was decent. Briscoe, Davis was decent up until the end with the shenanigans. Mega Bay Thunder Rosa, that whole thing was a disaster in many ways. The main event was awesome. We had our already in the ring parts of it. So yeah, I would highly say if somebody's asking if you should catch up on it, I would say make sure you have the remote with you so you can forward through a whole lot of stuff. But other than that, it seems to be a show that we're looking forward to coming up on Wednesday here. Next Saturday, that's a different story. Adam Cole and Daniel Garcia are going to put an absolute banger between those two. It seems like Cole's starting to hit a stride. Garcia is always looking for that big challenge. And he's one of the big 3 that came out of the Indies and just seemed to be that rookie that's going to be amazing here. So, but yeah, with that being said, that's going to wrap up.